Aquarius, have you been feeling that something inside you is shifting lately? A vague yet undeniable sense that something is quietly closing while at the same time a new space is opening up. You feel lighter but also restless, as if waiting for something you can't quite name. This isn't random, nor is it an illusion. It's a signal from the universe, guiding you into a profound phase of rebirth. This week, every cosmic movement seems to revolve around you, Aquarius. From Pluto retrograding in your very own sign to the powerful alignment between Venus and Neptune, and Mercury sextile Jupiter, all are paving the way for a deep cleansing and awakening. If you're finding your relationships tested, secrets gradually surfacing, or even a part of you longing to let go of an old self, know that you are standing at the center of an unstoppable wheel of change. What you're being called to do is to listen closely to the deepest voice within. But it doesn't stop here. As the stars continue to move, new doors are quietly opening. So, what awaits you in the days ahead? Let's step deeper into the message the universe is whispering, just for you. Have you noticed it? In these early days of May, it's as if your heart is quietly urging you to return to a safe place. A private space, a quiet corner, or the embrace of family. Maybe you find yourself withdrawing, stepping away from the noise, or reflecting more deeply on your home, your possessions, your sanctuary, the place you call home. But don't mistake this for weakness. It's the universe whispering to you. As the moon and the sun harmonize, as Venus and Neptune gently remind you of your roots, the universe is pulling you back, inviting you to revisit what truly matters. Then, starting from May 4th, did something suddenly feel off? A sense of doubt? A subtle skepticism? Weaving its way into your relationships, your finances, even your view of yourself? Suddenly, you feel compelled to dig deeper, to unearth, to expose something that's long been hidden. This isn't random. This is Pluto, the planet of transformation, beginning its retrograde right in your sign, Aquarius. That energy is demanding you hold up a mirror, to see yourself clearly, to see the person across from you, to examine every commitment in your life. And today, May 5th, you feel a ray of light breaking through the clouds, an unexpected good news, an intriguing invitation, a new chance to connect, or simply everything you've been holding inside suddenly feels clearer than ever. This is the gift of Mercury, the planet of intellect, merging with Jupiter, the planet of blessings. A golden window has opened for you to say what needs to be said, to sign what needs to be signed, to share what you believe, and whatever it is, seize it. Because this is one of those rare moments when every idea, every word you speak is backed by the universe. This is only the beginning of the month's energy, a wave steadily rising day by day. Ahead of you, deeper and stronger shifts are still waiting for you to face. If from May 1st to 5th you felt both relieved and anxious, then from the 6th to the 11th, everything starts to become clearer, but also deeper, more honest, leaving no room for pretense. On May 6th, as Venus forms a harmonious aspect with Pluto, an inner door begins to open. You start to see the hidden corners of a relationship, a financial matter, or even within yourself. Something stirs inside, urging you to dig deeper, to investigate, to look straight into the roots. And then, a secret, a long-hidden truth finally reveals itself before your eyes. This is a day you shouldn't ignore your intuition. If a feeling of something's not right rises in your heart, if a quiet doubt slips in, trust it. Don't stop at the surface. Don't soothe yourself only to overlook it. Ask more questions, search further, dig deeper, because today your intuition is working hand in hand with the universe. And as the door of May 6th closes, a new wave rushes in. A surge of energy pushes you to no longer stand still, no longer follow the same old paths. You start to hear a calling, the call of freedom, the instinct to break free, to soar higher. On May 7th and 8th, as the moon forms a trine with Uranus, you may feel restless, unwilling to stay tied to what's familiar. A bold idea, an unconventional plan, an unexpected decision quietly slips into your mind. You might feel the urge to change direction, take a detour, or even step away from a group or a collective. If you work in creativity, the arts, or media, let inspiration guide you, because this is a moment when your imagination is powerfully lit. But if you find yourself feeling impulsive, wanting to take a risky leap, don't rush to blame yourself. This is the call of freedom. But take a moment to pause and ask, what are the consequences of this decision? Listen to your intuition, but also make sure to check every step carefully. But you know what? This journey isn't over yet. Just as you've managed to break free, the skies guide you back inward, urging you to look deeper, to listen more closely. On May 9th and 10th, as the moon moves into Scorpio, your emotions may grow heavier, more contemplative. Memories, fears, wounds you thought had long fallen asleep might quietly resurface. You may find yourself more suspicious, more guarded, or simply wanting to withdraw to recover. But this isn't weakness, it's the universe's invitation. What's holding you back? Who's draining your energy? What needs to end so you can move forward? This is a powerful moment to let go, a habit, a relationship, or a fear that's held you captive for too long. Give yourself permission to rest, to momentarily switch off, to cleanse, and to make room for the new things waiting to come. And then, like a miracle after the rain, May 11th brings a fresh wave of energy. You feel lighter, clearer, as if you've just overcome a silent challenge that only you truly understand. The moon harmonizes with Pluto, infusing you with inner strength. Now you see clearly what to hold on to, what to let go of. You feel more confident, ready to return, ready to build a stronger, steady foundation. This is a perfect time to write down new goals or to take a small yet meaningful action. One step, but it could open an entirely new chapter. And you know what? The universe is smiling at you. The first 10 days of May are not merely days passing by. For Aquarius, it's a quiet yet profound journey, where the universe keeps sending messages, testing you and opening new doors. Perhaps you've already felt it. These early days have made you want to retreat, be closer to family, find a quiet corner. And suddenly, in that stillness, you start looking deeper, questioning more, wondering about relationships, finances, even yourself. And today, something lights up, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Everything has its reason. Because every celestial movement, from the moon harmonizing with the sun, Pluto turning retrograde, Mercury meeting Jupiter, to Venus aligning with Pluto, is silently affecting you. This is a journey, the universe pulling you back to your roots, forcing you to face the truth, then offering a ray of light to guide your next step. A week full of emotions, but also full of awakenings. The universe never takes anything away without preparing something better for you. And every feeling you're experiencing, worry, relief, doubt, excitement, is a sign that you're growing, transforming, moving closer to your truest self. Now's the time to reflect. Love, family, finances, health. What's shifting? What's urging you to act? What needs to be released so you can move forward? Because every astrological event that has unfolded wasn't random. They happen to remind you are the one writing the next chapter of your story. And the universe is still there, quietly backing you. So specifically, how are all these celestial movements affecting your life? Maybe you're wondering, but what does this have to do with me, my love life, my family, my finances? The answer lies in the very feelings you're experiencing, in the seemingly small shifts that are quietly reshaping your entire world. Because astrology isn't just about distant stars. Astrology is a mirror reflecting the deepest movements within you, and each planet, each alignment, each celestial event tells a unique story in every area of your life. Now, let's look at each aspect of life, because this energy doesn't just exist up there. It flows through your love, your family, your work, your finances, your health. So you can understand, so you can feel, and so you can choose your next step. 1. Love. Have you felt that someone in your relationship has been slowly drifting away? A vague, invisible distance, yet quietly growing? Or perhaps you suddenly find yourself feeling uneasy, no longer as safe as before. Don't be quick to dismiss it as just a fleeting emotion. In truth, this is Venus sextile Pluto. When Venus, love connection, forms an aspect with Pluto, hidden truths transformation, the universe is casting a beam of light onto places you've never dared to look before. And as that light seeps in, you begin to notice things you once trusted now feel uncertain. Words that once seemed harmless now make you question. Stories that keep repeating but no longer add up. This moment isn't for judgment, it's for clarity. To ask yourself, are you and they still looking in the same direction? Where is this relationship heading? Or are you clinging to an old image while reality has quietly shifted? That's the power of Venus-Pluto, not just to reveal the truth, but to hand you a profound opportunity for healing. Because only when the truth is acknowledged do you regain the right to choose, to continue, to pause, or to begin again. And if today you feel pain, confusion, remember, this pain is cleansing you, making space for growth. It's preparing you for a love that's more worthy, a connection that's more authentic. If your heart aches over something newly revealed, know this: it's the necessary step for you to step into the light. A true love, a lasting connection, always begins with honesty. Honesty with the other person, and first and foremost, with yourself. And amidst the pain, there's a gentle voice whispering, trust your feelings. Let your heart lead the way. In these days, listen closely to your intuition. Don't ignore that sense that something isn't right. And whatever the answer may be, trust that you are being guided, not away from love, but closer to a love that's real, beginning with love for yourself. And sometimes, when love with others feels distant, you come to realize the only place you can truly return to is the home within yourself. Your relationship with the world begins with the relationship you have with the place you call home. Both the home you live in and the one deep inside your soul. 2. Family and living space. Perhaps as you start to see your relationship more clearly, you also feel an urge to retreat to a safe place. Maybe you suddenly feel tired, unwilling to go out, reluctant to socialize. You just want to sit quietly in a familiar corner, looking around and asking yourself, is this really where I belong? Maybe you notice the house feels cluttered, the belongings too much, or that everything around you feels heavy. In truth, this feeling isn't just passing. It's the energy of the moon sextile sun. When the moon and sun harmonize, illuminating the home and roots sector in your birth chart. This is a time when emotions and reason both point to one place. You want to return, to find shelter, to feel safe. It's not just about tidying the physical space, but also clearing space within. When the moon, hidden emotions, aligns harmoniously with the sun, conscious awareness, the universe offers you a moment of pause to ask, what truly makes you feel at peace? So if, during these days, you feel the urge to organize your belongings, consider moving, or even think about returning to your hometown, know that this is a message from the universe, not weakness. Astrology explains the moon sextile sun highlights the fourth house, the house of family, origins, and emotional safety. This is the time to strengthen your foundation, both literally and metaphorically. Literally, it could mean tending to your home, your family. Metaphorically, it's about nurturing a solid sense of inner security, because only when both the outer home and the inner home are steady will you have the strength to step into the world and face greater challenges. Perhaps on a deeper level, you're feeling you no longer belong where you once did. That's the influence of Pluto retrograde, moving through your sign Aquarius, compelling you to examine your roots, to purge, to transform. Sometimes cleaning a room isn't just about removing old things, it's about letting go of an old version of yourself. And as you rearrange that little corner, you're setting in motion a much larger healing journey. Wherever you are on this path, start with a small act, folding a blanket, wiping a table, watering a plant. Every action outside is a step toward clearing inside, and the universe whispers, you deserve a place, not just to live, but to truly be yourself. And when your inner foundation is strengthened, when both the home inside and the home outside grow quiet and steady, that's when another door opens, a door leading you outward into the world where money, work, and future plans await. 3. Money and career. If you've recently received an unexpected work email, a collaboration offer, or even a surprise deposit into your account, don't assume it's just luck. This is the gift of Mercury sextile Jupiter. When Mercury, the planet of information, contracts, and communication, joins forces with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and blessings, creating a rare, highly favorable astrological aspect for deals, agreements, finances, and career. In astrology, this alignment opens a golden window connecting the second house, money, values, and the 10th house, career, achievements in your birth chart. Every contract signed, every negotiation made, every word spoken during this period carries the potential to bring tangible value, money, promotion opportunities, professional advancement. This is a moment when you're backed to turn ideas into real results. Maybe you've just received an email approving a loan, an invitation to a project from an old client, a surprise commission, or a notice of a promotion or salary raise. Maybe it's a chance meeting that opens the door to long-term collaboration. This isn't random. It's the universe amplifying your financial and career communication channels, bringing opportunities closer. But remember, Mercury brings intelligence. Jupiter brings vision. Don't be too quick to grab what looks easy. Don't sign just for short-term gain. Ask yourself, does this opportunity align with your long-term vision? Every transaction, every financial commitment now carries a ripple effect, impacting your cash flow, your status, your career trajectory for the long run. Look carefully. Where will this lead you in 1, 3, or 5 years? So if you're considering an opportunity, an offer, a contract, listen to your intuition, but also double-check its sustainability, legality, and real value. Because right now, the universe isn't just sending you an opportunity, it's testing you. Do you have the foresight to turn this opportunity into an achievement? But even as your work and finances start to come into clearer focus, there's something else quietly rising beneath the surface. A sense of fatigue, heaviness, or a nameless confusion. Because after everything you've been trying to manage out there, the universe is softly reminding you, don't forget to listen within. 4. Health and spirit. These days you might find yourself feeling more easily exhausted, struggling to sleep, or sensing your mind being stirred up by old memories and emotions you thought had long been buried. This isn't a coincidence. It's the influence of Pluto retrograde. As Pluto, the planet of transformation and rebirth, moves backward in your very own sign Aquarius, it awakens unhealed emotional wounds, deep-seated fears, and limiting beliefs you've unconsciously carried. In astrology, Pluto retrograde doesn't erupt outward all at once. It quietly excavates from within, forcing you to confront parts of yourself you've denied, hidden, or feared. It may bring up questions like, what do I truly want? Why do I keep repeating the same patterns? Who or what am I unconsciously clinging to? And this inner digging can leave your mind feeling tangled, unsettled. But don't be afraid. This is a period of deep cleansing, a spiritual decluttering the universe has arranged for you, to release what no longer serves you, to free the weight of invisible burdens, and to make room for new strength to rise. So, if you feel the need to rest, allow yourself to rest. If you crave silence, turn down the noise. If you want to cry, let the tears flow and wash things clean. Pluto hasn't come to make you weaker. It's here to help you be reborn. And sometimes, the greatest healing begins simply by pausing, listening, and accepting every crack, every shadow within. So there you have it, Aquarius. From the beginning of May until now, you've journeyed through countless emotions, moments of retreat, moments of wanting to break free, moments of doubt, and moments filled with hope. Each passing day feels like you're being stripped away, layer by layer, gradually drawing closer to your true self. And you know what? None of this is random. This is the very journey Pluto, the planet of transformation, is leading you on. A journey spanning nearly 20 years, from 2043 to 2043, as Pluto moves through Aquarius, breaking apart what no longer fits, forcing you to face the truth and guiding you toward a powerful rebirth. This is a time for metamorphosis, for shedding any masks you've worn for others so you can finally rise in your own authenticity, your own voice, your own beliefs. You may feel lonely. You may lose a few people. You may have to walk away from a job, a relationship, a belief you once held dear. But all of it is clearing the path for a completely new you. Wiser, freer, stronger, more powerful. So, are you ready? Do you want to know how Pluto will influence each house, each area of your life? Do you want to explore this transformative journey in love, career, finances, health? If you do, comment yes below so I know you're walking this path with me. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any message from the universe, because I truly believe you're exactly where you're meant to be, hearing exactly what you're meant to hear right now.